Привет всем, с вами Максим, и сегодня мы продолжаем прохождение Fallout Нью-Вегас. Находимся мы на центральных улицах и идем в Лаки 38 по сюжету. Бенни от нас сбежал, ну ничего.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Да-да.
Come back soon now.
Ох, какое помещение у нас. Что, начнем исследовать помаленьку, да? Фишки. Средства нам нужны и будут. Ничего. Ну, возьмем все. Пригодится. Много денег. Но они уже не действительны. Опять такой крышки валюты. Ничего нет. Идем дальше. Вот отсюда, видимо, и начинался у нас вступительный ролик в игре. О, сколько лекарства у нас. Перчатки даже есть. Круто. Все будем брать. Виски-то, в принципе, неплохо можно продать с другим алкоголем. сигареты тоже неплохо идут. Ну все. На, тебе надо говорить.
Where to, partner?
Ну давай.
Penthouse floor.
Ну да.
You should have seen Mr. House when he heard what you did to the Omertas. He was as giddy as a schoolboy.
Что это за робот такой?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Кто ты?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
Так. Что это за место?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
Что за коллекция снежных шаров?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Найдем обязательно. Ну, потом отдадим. И где у нас снежные шары? Ага, вот они.
The recent disturbance at Gamora has been resolved. Do not be afraid to patronize.
Вот, наверное, ты. Сейчас тут все смотрим. Ох, какой тут вид. Может здесь что-нибудь еще? Вот зачем ему столько места одному? Сколько тут роботов-то, а? Ну ладно, идем. Поболтаем с ним. Что он там расскажет нам интересные.
The point of my inviting you to visit me here at the Lucky 38 before stomping into the tops on your own was to help you prepare tactically. Now, because of your carelessness, Benny has fled the strip, taking with him the platinum chip.
Куда, по-твоему, делся Бенни? Ты в курсе, что он взломал секрет трона и проник в твою сеть?
I suspected he'd found a way to access my encrypted databases, but, well, this explains it. That would be how he learned of the platinum chip in the first place, not to mention where to intercept you on your way in. Highly resourceful, Benny. He would have made a fine agent had he stayed loyal. It's fortunate you came along to replace him. And ironic.
Куда потом делся Бенни?
His destination is hardly a mystery. It's a near certainty that he's making his way for Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. It's one of just 2 places on Earth that have the hardware necessary to read the platinum chip. The Lucky 38 is the other, of course.
Бенни организовал на меня засаду.
And whose idea was it to offer yourself up as a sacrificial lamb? Really? What did you expect? Are you going to keep giving him opportunities to kill you? It's becoming a hobby of his.
Куда потом делся Бенни?
It's one of just 2 places on Earth that have the hardware necessary.
Что мне надо сделать?
I won't lie to you. It'll be dangerous. The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill.
Ты поручаешь мне убить Цезаря?
Absolutely not. Caesar is of great use to me. I don't want you harming a hair on that man's head, assuming you could find one.
Так что мне нужно сделать на фортификационном холме?
I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight. The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the platinum chip.
Как мне открыть люк?
You can't, but the chip can. The hatch will recognize the platinum chip and open sesame.
А что там за люком?
Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise, so don't bother asking.
Ладно, я исполню твою волю.
I expect that if Benny doesn't have the chip, Caesar will make sure you get it. More on that later. Be off. Make your way to Caesar's camp at Fortification.
Столько заданий надаю.
Hill, something very interesting awaits you.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Обязательно позову. Вот здесь еще не были. Ну, сейчас мы тут наживемся маленько. Говорит, где-то в лаке 38, да, он потерялся? Где вот его искать? Вон где. Ну и здесь, наверное, тоже ничего нету. Но нет. Запрятали. Лампа в виде бутылки. Сейчас мельком пройдемся. Вес, конечно, нам скинуть надо в магазине. Это, наверное, наша хата, да? Ну да. С одеждой даже. Бильярд есть. Ага. Для чего-то нужно. Что будет бросить сюда? Сколько тут сигаретка, а? Валяется. Ну, идем. Полусерии сейчас здесь пробудем. Только в лаки изучать. Ну ладно.
Where to, partner? Casino floor.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Да-да.
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology, how he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
И тут на сцену хожу я.
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Ладно.
Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
Надо же. Еще задание.
Wow, that's crazy.
Короче, идем к одному компьютеру сейчас. Ну, к тому. И отправимся в этот форт. какого-то там Цезаря посмотреть, но все равно он не нравится мне, что он творит, поэтому я избавлюсь от него.
Hey, have you been able to bug Mr. House's network yet?
Не удалось.
It looks like we've started getting reports from the tower's network. I'm sure the others will be able to make some sense of this. Oh, what the hell? The bug went offline. Damn it! I swear to God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks like this was all for nothing. But you did your best. I appreciate the help. Oh, hi. Thanks again for helping us with that data. I mean, the feed only lasted about 30 seconds, and it's not that useful, but, well, we tried.
И почему данные были бесполезны?
We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense at first, but we decoded it. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here.
А есть другой способ получить данные.
After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping the other followers with. Oh yeah. I didn't tell you about the first time. I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind.
Слушай, мне пришлось сильно рисковать, чтобы добыть вам эти данные.
True. All right. The first try was a little less professional. Someone important on the strip had access to some of House's technology. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know, he shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so cold-blooded.
Бонни сказал, откуда у него секретрон?
He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing. But he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the tops. Big surprise, right? Should have seen that coming.
Чего он тебя хотел?
The Securitron was disabled somehow. Might have been an EMP given some of the damage I saw. Anyway, he wanted it re-enabled and connected to Mr. House's data network. The trick was getting it to be invisible on the network. If Mr. House detects a rogue Securitron in his system, he remotely fries it. Getting around that security feature was a bit tricky.
Не хочешь сказать об этом кому-нибудь?
Yeah, strange as it sounds, I figured that bad-mouthing one of the Strip's most powerful people wasn't a good idea. The only reason why I'm telling you any of this is because he's gone now.
Ну ладно.
See you when I see you.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
Сейчас продадим. Перчатки оставим. Патроны надо нам. Мы будем брать одни и те же. Которые у нас используются постоянно. Так, и для винтовки. Вот так. Маленько легче будет. Неплохо сэкономили. Ну что продать? Чем собираем? Ну, вроде полегче стало. В прошлый раз мы тут всех завалили. Так и валяетесь, ну валяйтесь. В Вашингтоне также было. С текстурами. Сюда тоже можно зайти? Ну, стой. Ох, маленько осталось до уровня. Значит, у вас не особо-то есть чем поживиться.
Awe, are you ready to head up?
Кто ты такой?
I am Cursar Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go?
Ну, давай.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat. By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
Бери.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Тут еще Гамба есть. Вот что-то.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man again.
Горелый. Хорошо тут основались.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Ну давай посмотрим. Ты когда-нибудь видел Цезаря?
I haven't had the pleasure. I have crossed paths with Legate Lennius, his second in command, however. It was unpleasant.
Давай посмотрим продажу. Карты. Не знаю, нужны, не нужны эти карты. Ну ладно.
Be seeing you around.
Основательно тут здесь селись, да? Ну сколько еще у вас палаток стоит. Да, Цезаря. Дети тут еще у них есть. А ты кто?
You here to fight in the arena? Then you're talking to the right man.
Расскажи мне о арене.
Such as?
Кто выходит на бой?
Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself, hoping to get noticed by Caesar or the Praetorians. We pit slaves or prisoners against each other once in a while, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other.
Каковы правила?
Light armor and machetes only. The challenger, the one who asks to enter the arena, may be pitted against one or more opponents. All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions.
Давай сразимся.
That can be arranged. You will be facing off against a couple of disobedient slaves. Not much of a challenge, but it might be entertaining to watch.
Ну, приступим.
Remember the rules. Light armor and machetes only. And, of course, to the death.
Ясно.
Good luck.
They hardly even
Да.
know how to fight.
Может, теряемся в доверие,
You like that?
потом грохнем их всех.
I'll take you down with me. This is hopeless.
Ну, как его?
I'm just a slave. I'm not worth it.
Извините. Ну, да.
Hopeless.
Спасать всех остальных в будущем.
I don't want to die. Like that?
Вы что творите-то? вы вообще стреляете? Я ничего не знаю, что сражаюсь. Сколько сейчас барахла будет возвращаться?
As expected, it wasn't much of a fight, but what can you expect from slaves?
Что дальше?
There's a captured NCR trooper available, Sergeant Andrews. He's already been challenged once and survived, so he should be a worthy opponent.
Не надо.
All right. Did you want something else?
Что ты знаешь о Горело?
It's not something we like to speak of. The Burned Man was our greatest warrior, even greater than Legate Lanius. But he failed Caesar at the dam. He's been dead for several years now. But the rumor is that Caesar has scouts out looking for him all the same. The Burned Man was a very tough man.
Ну, сами виноваты, что с ним поступили.
Go.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man again.
Наверное, походим, а в следующей части, наверное, уже к Цезарю отправимся.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare.
Расскажи мне о себе.
What do you want to know?
Откуда ты?
A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here.
Давно ты в рабстве?
3 years and counting. If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught.
Как здесь обращаться с женщинами?
We're property. If you're too young or too old, the men usually leave you alone. Usually. All right.
Ладно. Ты врач?
I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. Healing powders and all that. I'm always running low on xander root. Plenty of Brock flowers, though.
Ты берешь один цветок брока на один корень. Зандер так.
Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day. For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the Legion.
Ну ладно.
Okay.
Честно, долго это будет возвращаться все нам.
Our way. True to Caesar.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Antony, master of the hounds.
Хорошая собака.
Lupa? Yes, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but she's still a tough old bitch. Aren't you, girl? Yeah.
Да. Не нравишься ты мне. Кто расскажет что-нибудь о Горелом, а?
He's a story to frighten the younger legionaries. He's dead. No man, no matter how tough, could survive a fall into the Grand Canyon. Later.
Получишь ты меня там тоже. Ух ты, у вас гаубицы еще есть. А, вот и дам походу. Совсем так рядом. Ух, там и город еще есть. О, кажется, все так рядом. Мы дойдем аэропорт вон там, вдалеке.
True to Kaiser.
Ничего, вы получите свое потом. Может попробовать? Ну да. По идее, не должен успокоиться. Не успокаивается, ему не проканает. Так, может так попробуем. Тоже не помогает, да? Как они видят? Сейчас не заметили.
Had the legionaries at Nelson been more seasoned, we'd still hold this.
Да забудь продать Нельсон, все уже. Я там всех спас. Ну, рассвело. Ух ты, Гелис 1, походу.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the
Он
burning
походит
man
сам Цезарь сидит, да? Вот и Бенни. О, осколы чище на руках. Да. Проблемно его будет его замочить. Что ж, ну с Цезарем мы будем беседовать в следующий раз.
Some of the slaves have been spreading
А на
stories
сегодня
about the
все.
burned man.
С вами был Максим. всем пока.